second grade is now to come. This is the ultimate depth initiation. Here is Pluto, or Hades, the god of the abyss, and under his feet is a kind of alligator monster of the abyssal waters. He holds an enormous cornucopia in his hand. Here is our candidate now in the aspect of youth again, about to experience another initiation. He holds the palm in his hand, which is the palm of the pilgrim. And the scholars who've examined this suggest that what is in his right hand here is a poppy plant, which would be associated with dream and sleep and vision. And now what is to be the fruit of this experience of the ultimate depth? This figure is Heracles. He is in the garb of a woman. The most macho of all the gods is here in woman's garb. One of the experiences of this initiation is to be of our transcendent androgeneity, that in time we are simply one fraction of what we truly are. And so the experience of the androgeneity, Heracles as a woman. And of course in the Heracles legend there's the story of his service in a female role at one time. And now these two are the twin heroes, Castor and Pollux. Castor is mortal and Pollux is immortal. They are twins, and so are we, both mortal and immortal. So the sense of this final initiation is not only of the androgeneity, the transcendence of the pair of opposites of our sexual identification, but also the recognition that our mortality and our immortality are one. This is the union of the lunar and the solar consciousness that I've been talking about for 2 days. And so we have our hero, when he has passed through this initiation, the breasts, my artist didn't bring them out as strongly as he should have. They're the women's breasts. On his head are the wings of the spirit, and in his hand is a bowl ready to have contents put into it. He is male and female. And here then are the twin heroes, Pollux and Castor. This is the mortal one. And here's the raven of death on Castor's shoulder. So we've come back, cycled around, and death is coming back to us. And then we come forth from the initiation in one character, namely mortal male or mortal female. And the bowl is now full of the fruit of wisdom. Here is the female guide that leads us on. And she brings our hero with his full bowl to the very throne of Apollo, the Lord of Light. Isn't it wonderful? We have the Dionysian and the Apollonian principles in harmonious relationship here. And he holds in his hand the lyre of the music of the spheres which sing through all things. Under his throne there lies a deer, which is an animal associated with Apollo. And now I want to go to the middle of the Pietro bowl, this figure with the chalice that whom we've already seen. This is the condition of the uninitiated mind, the mind that has not experienced the initiation. It is, as it were, in sleep. And here what it sees is a dog chasing a rabbit. It sees a lion consuming a gazelle. It sees a leopard consuming a gazelle. It sees two gazelles consuming a plant. All is sorrowful. Oh dear, oh dear. But the illuminated one knows that this is a manifestation in secondary forms of the dynamic of the process of being.
In the early years of Christianity, a symbolic interpretation of its story existed side by side with a stricter historical reading of the same story. But this was not to last. With Byzantine Christianity established as the only official religion of the Roman Empire, the mystery religions were suppressed, and with them the mystical interpretation of Christianity. This interpretation would remain closed to the West until the Renaissance. Joe demonstrates the power of symbols when read mystically by connecting the imagery of the Greek pagan world to that of Christianity. He concludes with a pointed discussion of the core beliefs of the Christian Church.